Well, welcome to South Jersey Life. This is hip hop edition. We need to start talking about the music, hip hop culture, getting down to business. You know, we've been talking about sports lately, but let's get back to the essence of hip hop. So, this is our top five everything hip hop. Everything hip
That's
hop.
right.
My partner in crime, Mr. Victor Story, aka Contagious. Give a shout out, Vic.
Yo, what up? It's your boy. Y'all already know what it is.
And tonight we got a special guest. This is like a reunions of sorts. You know, I got my guy Yashadin Israel.
Con,
I
aka
got
YBY, baby.
all right. So tonight is top five everything hip hop. We get to talk about what we grew up on, what we listen to now, and what we listened to when we was teenagers when we all met. All
Facts.
right. So first category is top five old school rapper. And when I say top five old school rapper, any rapper that came out as a solo artist or group before 1990, that's what we're going to consider old school tonight. All right.
All
So,
right.
Vic, you're going to be the man that starts off from five to one. Who are your top five old school artists?
Well, I will put Big Daddy Kane, Rakim,
Oh, yeah. So
KS
hold on,
One.
hold on. Slow it down, because may have to disagree about a couple of things. So, who you got number five?
As number five,
Yeah.
Public Enemy.
So you got Public Enemy, Chuck D, Flavor Flav. All right.
I mean, but this is this is it. You might have put him down, but what was their songs? That's the in between saying it was
I,
great and knowing that you remember a verse that says, "I this is what," you know what I'm trying to say. Because other
Fight the
than that, that
Power.
was just in our eras. That would be in our eras. Shit, Coogee Rap lived right around fucking what? South Jersey now. So I mean, kind of have to give it that quid pro quo between Brooklyn and Jersey now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what would be your top five? What would be the songs that you be saying? All right, then, you know what I'm saying?
I don't get what you just
man,
said. My bad,
there's a lot
but
of different songs, bro.
So
who
that's
cares? I know Coogee Rap. I've seen Coogee Rap a couple of times in South Jersey. Shout out to Coogee Rap, South Jersey Life. But where he's at right now, what that got to do with anything? So his
no,
first
no,
top,
no, no. I was saying in reference to what's the songs. You know what I'm saying? Like we know who's a great artist in our timeline, but
but it
we
wasn't.
older now, and there's only certain
Yeah.
songs when we
But,
were young that would stick
we
on
But
our
there's a
head.
but the difference was rappers wasn't coming out with like 10 CDs back then. They may have only one album, but it's hip hop culture. It's like
Yeah,
that
that's
one
what I'm saying.
album
Yeah,
can change your life. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
of course.
So with Public Enemy, with Fight the Power and all that stuff, man, Chuck
Hmm.
D, Flavor Flav, they're synonymous with hip hop culture. So, all right, Vic, what's your
Yeah.
number? Who's your number four?
my number
I love the
four.
debate, though. I love the debate, yeah.
My number four would be Run DMC. I like
Okay.
them,
I got
especially
a,
that last track that I heard that they did a long time ago. Down with the
Down with
King.
the
That is the
king.
joint. They got the ball heads and everything. Yeah, down with the king. That's my joint.
Hmm.
That is my joint. Yeah. I
The slow
My
remember.
jam, check it. Sucker
I
MC
rem,
wanna swing with me. We won't run there cause I swing with D. It didn't
I
sound too
remember
right.
because I
You listening
remember.
today
Oh
though.
yeah. I remember running. Listen, Fruity. Remember the Fruity Pebbles commercial? They was acting. Fred and Barney was acting like Run DMC. I like yo hip hop is. They had the Dookie chains on.
Yeah,
Fred and
yeah.
Barney. Come on, man. That's Run DMC classic. Yeah, who you got for number three?
number three is gonna be Big Daddy Kane.
Okay,
The
ain't
soul
no half stepping.
operator,
Okay,
and then my number two is Rakim, and then
yeah,
my number one would be KRS One.
okay. So you got KRS-One over Rakim. Why?
Why? Because I just like the way he flows and he kicks a lot of intellectual shit.
Kick that knowledge. All right, all right. All right. So let me go with my old school. Okay. And you guys can disagree with me, but I'm not on no East Coast bias stuff because y'all know me. All right. So number five is Cool Mo D because when I heard Wild Wild West,
Yeah, yeah. That Wild Wild West
that was
that
it.
did that
That
some
was that
hit.
was
Yeah,
the joint. That was the joint. Wesley on the west side of AC. Oh, come on. Let's go. Let's go. All right.
that's why.
Number four. We're gonna take it to the West Coast. Easy E. Now, when I heard Easy E, I didn't know nothing about
Oh
NWA
yeah,
back
yeah.
then.
Yes, yes,
When I
yes.
heard Easy
Amazing.
E, oh, man, Easy does it. Come on. Okay, nobody to me back then. I'm like, yo, Easy E. Well, what is this? West Coast, play Easy. You got this. All right, so that's my number four.
Yeah, yeah.
Number three, ladies love cool jams. Okay, LL Cool J. You know, I'm bad. That was the beat when he got the Kango jumping on the car trying to save his girl. LL, Mama said knock you out. Everybody knows the repertoire of LL. Number two, Ice Cube, because when he was with NWA, everybody on the East Coast was like, yo, who that guy spitting them bars like that
Mm-hmm.
from the West Coast? You know what I'm saying? So, got to give it up to Ice Cube. And number
Mm-hmm.
one, MC Hammer is my number one old school rapper because when MC Hammer came out with the baggy
That
pants and
nigga
everything,
made it sound like he was raised in the West Coast since he was like two.
who
He didn't
said that?
name one New York cat or
I just said
nothing.
Cool Mo D. Get your mind right, okay? I said LL. L may be in Los Angeles now,
Kumo D from
but
Connecticut, nigga. Fuck you.
listen, listen.
Just kidding. Just
MC
playing. Just
Hammer
playing. Just playing. Just
turned
playing.
his mother out. Come on, that was you can't touch
Just
this.
playing.
I know y'all going to throw shots at me, but I got my New York hat on. You know, I'm representing today. I'm representing today. All right, so
Okay. I would
YBY,
I would say
YBY.
I would say MC Shan will be number five.
Okay.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I
who
agree.
else would I put? Digital on the Ground, four.
Okay.
Run DMC would be three for me. Why I
Okay.
say that? Although I knew a lot of the songs and they were hot, they
Uh-huh.
weren't my predecessor to being a hip hop artist. I won't give them that. I would say KRS One
Mm-hmm.
would be in. I said three, right? So KRS One would be my. I would put KRS One
Number
as
two,
my. No, excuse me. I said MC Shan.
you
Then
said
I said
Shan.
Run.
You said Run DMC.
Okay, Digital on the Ground. Digital
You
on the
got
Ground
Digital
was
Underground.
yeah. So I would put them in my third category based
Uh-huh.
on they brought they brought a
Humpty
lot
Hump.
to their game. You know
Humpty
that. You
Hump.
know they brought a lot because
All
you
them
had you
Tupac.
had your boy
Yeah.
Pac, and then you had your yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Machiavelli the
And,
Dawn. Machiavelli the Dawn.
and rest in peace to what's his face too. He just passed not long ago, a
Shock
couple of
G.
years ago.
Shock G. Yeah. Rest in peace,
You
Shock
see what
G.
I'm saying? So, but
Yeah.
to say I think they would be the predecessors to where house hip hop, house parties went versus being able to
Mm-hmm.
still throw them back to the street with the reality flow. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And they were still conscious. So you know what I
Right.
mean. So I would say that would be like this thing. And my number two and my number one, cool, Rakim, the 13th letter. I know that came what with 18, 17, 18, but the 13th letter was that did it for me. But Rakim
Mm-hmm.
been the lyricist. If anything, I would say the comparisons to a person's flow you would hear then would be a Rakim versus a Cool G rap. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Because see, the thing with Rakim, when I was little, see Rakim, all that stuff went over my head. So that I wasn't understanding. It's
Yeah,
not until I got older till I started to appreciate Rakim. Started watching the
yeah,
videos, and then you actually
Yeah,
start to get
because
it.
he was a five god. He's a 5 God rapper, 5%
Yeah, I
rapper. So he
didn't,
came
yeah,
different with the
all
wordplay.
that stuff, yeah, all that
So they
stuff I
said,
know
"Whoop!"
about.
and, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And KRS-One, Boogie Down Bronx all day. Andrews Ave, I gotta
Because
represent for them, baby.
because
But
you got to for the BX.
well,
You the
nah,
guy that
not
had
just
me in the
that,
Bronx for the first time. You the one that
not
had me in
just
the
that,
Bronx
but
for the first time.
huh?
I said you the
But
guy
not
that had
just
me in
that.
the Bronx for the first time.
Yeah, not just that. His family ties, including with Mr. Chris too. So a long
Mm-hmm.
history of family operations and shit. So as an
Okay.
MC, I put him on that list as the number one on the list. Why?
Mm-hmm.
He's just still doing it today, and he's
Right.
still being positive. He's still being a T. He's never changed and go sugar down his music for nobody or water down what he feel
Mm-hmm.
like. He's still getting millions and millions of views. Just ain't you know
Come
what I'm
on, Taylor, he's
saying?
a legend. He's a legend.
And as an
All right, so
MC, and I can send him the total package as an MC because he never even had to curse when he rapped.
yeah, and you could
Same thing for
and you
Rakim,
could
just intellectual artist.
yeah, it's just when he had what was it, verses. And you see KRS One, he just still got it. He knows how to control that crowd, so
Yes, he do.
he knows how to
Out of
control that
anybody,
crowd.
he's everybody else is they not car controllers. Everybody else is getting paid to come there, and they know who
Mm-hmm.
they are. But men like that, he controlled the crowd. You know?
Mm-hmm. All right, so listen.
That's a true MC.
Well, we're gonna get into because we have an MC slash lyricist section, but we're gonna say that for later on.
Hmm.
We're gonna go to producers, top five rap producers of all time. And I'm gonna start with myself. Okay, I'm gonna start with myself. So I'm gonna go with
It's
number
dads,
five. Huh?
dads.
I don't listen. I don't have Daz on there right
Oh,
now.
you know.
Okay, okay. I should, shouldn't I? So
Well,
now you can maybe mess
everything
up.
was
Now
different back
listen,
in the day.
listen. All right. So okay, because it was all right. So thank you for that. We're going to start with number five. So number five will be Daz, Mr. DA to the Z,
Dad's Dylan.
because you know who brought you. You know who brought you Ambitions of a Rider. That's Daz.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You
Of
know what I'm
course,
saying?
I would put him on my top
American.
10. On my top 10
Okay.
because
I mean, because Daz is just that guy.
yeah, he
Two
did
of America's
everything.
Most Wanted. Come on,
He did
Daz is just a
everything.
legend. He's
Whether it's East
everything.
Coast or
So,
West Coast,
but,
he did everything,
so
bro.
Daz is going to be five, and he's going to be tied with Swiss Beats for number five. So we got Daz and Swiss Beats because who brought you that Rough Rider sound? That's Swiss Beats. All right. So I got to put them tied for number five. Good looking out, Shay Shay, on that one because yeah, I can't leave Daz out. All right,
Yeah, he
number
can't leave that.
four, I got Pharrell. Okay, with Pharrell, the Neptune, the hits, he helped blow Nori up. Got to put that Pharrell. Number three, Just Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Mm.
no, no,
And
no.
the reason why I
So
say
you
so,
think
because
wow,
Kanye came in the same picture around the time, and Kanye was trumping Blaze by because you're dealing
it
with
does
boom bap
it doesn't matter.
producers and you're dealing with
It
sample
doesn't matter.
producers.
It doesn't matter if Kanye was trumping Blaze. Blaze set the foundation for Rockefeller Records with those beats. Okay, he set the foundation. When
Are
you
you
got
sure about
Siegel,
that?
yeah, I'm pretty sure because when you got Siegel rapping on stuff, Just Blaze, when you got JER-Z rapping on Just Blaze, it's the records that Memphis Bleak, they, they all have Just Blaze songs. Now, mind you,
Yeah.
Kanye, because it's like they took half. Just Blaze took half, Kanye took half, and those two made the Rockefeller sound. And that's just the end
Yeah.
all be all of it. Because when you listen to J albums, okay, you listen to these hits. Just Blaze is all on them joints.
Yeah.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you get a Just Blaze beat, it's like,
I mean,
let's go.
I'm, don't get me wrong. I like Just Blaze as a I like Just Blaze producer.
And just
I
listen,
think
Just Blaze is number three. All right. Number
mm,
two, the aforementioned Mr. Kanye West is number two on my list because Kanye is a genius.
of course
How he thinks outside of music, that's that's
that's his
neither
business.
here nor there.
We're talking about me. We're talking
That-
about production.
exactly. So when it comes to music, he's a genius. Okay,
Yes, yes.
because he is the other half and even more of the foundation of
A
what made
Rockefeller.
Rockefeller Records. Okay, and with his solo albums and just going on to to his artists like Big Sean and hits for Pusha T, and Kanye is just the man. Okay, so Kanye is just the man at number two. But number one, and you know who's number one. Ding 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 ding
Dr.
ding ding
Dre.
ding ding. Ding. You know it is still Dre. It is still Dre. It is still Dre.
That means we know this man all our life.
And you know, it is still Dr. Dr.
Hey.
You okay? We don't even gotta talk about it. But when you got the
No, we don't.
Chronic,
Not really. Not
Chronic
per se.
2001, you got, All Eyes on Me, Doggy Style. Come on, man. Dr.
Yeah, but
Dre,
yeah.
the Firm album. What are we
Everybody.
talking
I
about?
mean, just say everybody. Just say everybody. All
Any,
the way down to Rakim. All the way down
any,
to Rakim.
come
So,
on. I can't. Ooh. And I can
so
guarantee
if
you, Victor. I can guarantee you, Victor Dr. Dre's not on his list. We don't
shit,
think of
not
him.
even all the way down to Rockefeller.
Because I know who he got on his number
Look,
one.
look,
I
look, all
know.
the way down to the
Yeah, he does.
Rockefellers. So you can't.
Always. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. 'Cause Dr. Dre got his hand on everybody's shit, all the way
on
down to Nas.
everybody, on everybody.
So,
So DRE is the number one producer. So
and this is prior
Doc,
to everybody having beards and chin hairs and shit. They still growing up. He was
mhm,
already punching the buzz. So, yeah, yeah,
Dr.
he's
Dre
one of
from
the
there.
greatest.
All right, Joshua. So it's on you, man. You give me
Me,
your five.
um, DJ Premier, of course. You know what I'm
I was
saying? I
thinking
come,
about Premier. I was thinking about Premier.
yeah, DJ Premier as
Mm-hmm.
he's one of my favorites. He done Group Home Project. He done uh, shit. Who hasn't he done in New York?
Everybody.
He did everybody's project all the way down to JER-Z.
To the West
So you
Coast.
know what I mean?
Okay,
Hmm?
Lady of Rage. He's on Lady of Rage album. Hidden Blessings.
Mm-hmm.
He's on Snoop stuff.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so Premier's
Alchemist,
a legend. Okay,
Alchemist.
Alchemist. Okay,
Yeah, he's
Alchemist.
done yeah pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Who's my other favorite? DJ Muggs.
Okay.
And
And
Kanye would be my first, cause I could go in
okay,
on a
so that's
Kanye track.
you
And
got four. So that
that
was
was four.
four. Yeah,
No, Alchemist, Premier.
yeah.
I
Mug,
said who?
Mug. You said Mug.
DJ
DJ
Muggs.
Mug. Yeah,
DJ
that's
Muggs.
three.
You know DJ Muggs is from West Coast, right?
From Muggs is from Cypress Hill.
Yeah, DJ Muggs from Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
I'm, a,
But
I'm more
Muggs is
hip
from
hop.
Muggs is from the East Coast though. But you ain't gonna.
Yeah, but he was with
Yeah,
Cypress
I
Hill.
know. I know he ain't in Cypress Hill in the West. I got you. And
I
you
should
said
have put
Kanye,
Cypress Hill. I should have put Cypress Hill as an artist, man, because I even up
we
to
get into
today I
that.
still
We
love
got
to hear
groups.
him.
We got another category. But you got
Um,
four. So who's your fifth? Who's your fifth person? Because you got
um,
Kanye number one.
well, sorry, Kanye would be number two. Who
Uh-huh.
would be my number one? I honestly could say when I heard the RZA.
Because that's who I
And
thought Victor was
and
going
the
to use.
reason why I say the RZA, when I
Uh-huh.
say the RZA, meaning like, yeah, you can hear everybody else do production, but he came with something that we understood hip hop, like
Mm-hmm.
straight. Whether it was Old Dirty Bastard, each one of them had a flow. So for
I,
us coming up, them artists allowed us to have the imagination of each of them rounding up in one, and each of them can rap over anything. You know what I'm saying? And when you have
I,
people like Reza go make them beats, and them Wu Tang beats was just different, and you couldn't.
Mhm.
There was like nobody else. And anybody understood that. Because when we first heard the joint, them shits give you goosebumps. And now you want to go back and watch the movie. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll put it to you like this. I got more appreciation for RZA after watching the Wu-Tang series. Like me and my wife, we just like focused in on it, like the beginnings of Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, I gotta give mad shout outs to RZA. Back when I
Yes,
was
sir.
younger, I wasn't the biggest Wu-Tang Clan fan. I'm more Method Man than Wu-Tang. But like I said, over the years, I've grown to appreciate RZA a lot more. So big up to
Yes,
RZA.
sir.
All right, Mr. Victor Story. What you got? Your top five.
Well,
Contagious.
my number one is gonna
Number
be Dr.
five.
J because I
Number
like.
five. Number five.
Yo, you want to start the five? Well, fifth one is
Yeah.
gonna be Scott Storch.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. You got hits.
my four would be Just Blaze.
Okay. Just please.
Number
Yeah.
three would be Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
Number two would be Timberland.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Because
number
I was thinking about
one,
Timberland
Yeah.
too. I was
and
thinking
number
about
one,
Timberland.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Definitely.
number
about
one,
Timberland.
number one. You know what I'm saying? I give it to Dr. Dre. But also,
Whoa,
but
whoa.
also, listen. But
You
also,
don't have
I know you
RZA
said,
on there?
I know you
I thought
said,
RZA was
I know
supposed to
you
be the number
said
one.
only five, but
Yeah.
y'all forgot about Young Guru. He made a lot of hits for JER-Z and them.
Yep. Yep. Spanish
Guru,
Jose did
but,
too.
but Guru,
Spanish
but
Jose made
Guru,
a bunch of beats for Jose too.
but Guru was more of an engineer. I know he helped engineered a lot of it, but
Yeah, he
I
did.
don't
But
He
he
know
was
if
made,
engineer.
he
but he
engineered a
made some
lot of
beats
it.
for them.
But I would consider him more of the engineer, like the
Engineer.
guy that mixed.
Yeah, he's engineer slash producer. But I think he's more
Yeah,
engineer than the producer.
and producer. Because I'm still put Blaze and Kanye on top of that. I
Yeah.
think he would
Yeah,
too.
because they work
Even
together
Guru was
mostly.
saying that. Yeah, he worked with all of them though. Baseline. So all right. But I'm just shocked that Riz is not number one for you, Vic, because I'm like, what? Wu Tang? I thought he stole your number one.
I mean,
I
I'm
All
not
right.
mean,
visiting.
well,
I'm
Listen,
not, but
I thought I knew you, man. I thought I knew
he-
you. Okay.
like
Okay.
I'm saying, even today, like his production is still crazy. And
Mm-hmm.
as an all around producer, he's doing everything now. He's doing movie scores. He's doing the
Yeah.
movies. His movies and them blowing up. We're not basing on, but everything he does is behind his production and his shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't really man when he's not even in America right now because he's over in China making a movie where he's supposed to be Chinese, but he's making more money. So you're thinking the big scale as an overall producer. I think he's trumping a lot of them. A lot of them just stuck to where they was at. He
Yeah.
made himself he made himself the biggest he could be as a producer.
Yeah. Yeah. Big shout outs. Big shout outs. We're gonna go to the next category. Next category is for the ladies. We're gonna go female rappers. Female rappers. Your top five female rappers. Okay. So
I'll go
who wants
first.
to start off first? All right, Vic,
I'll
you
go
got it.
first.
You got it.
Number
All right.
five, I would say MC Light.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Number
I
four,
love me some music like back in the day. Yeah.
I would give it to Foxy Brown.
Okay.
Number three,
Brooklyn.
I'll give it to Little Kim.
Okay. Brooklyn.
Number two, I'll give it to Eve, and number one, I'll give it to Remy Ma.
Okay, so you got E number two and Remy Ma
As
number
number
one.
one. I,
All
I just
right,
like
come on.
I just like the way
You know what?
what I'm
You
saying, my
Yeah,
flows
you
and
know what? You
shit.
make you yeah, you yeah, because I forgot about Eve too on my list. Yeah, this is why I love, matter of fact, let me give shout outs. Thank you guys for listening to South Jersey Life. When you hear this, we need you to subscribe, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, pass it on, because it's all about South Jersey life, and we need you guys, your support, and we appreciate it. Um, I was, like I said, you got me on that one. So I'm gonna go with my top five. All right.
Uh,
So for number five, I have MC Light because when MC Light first came out, I'm like, who? She may have been the first rapper that I've seen. Yo, she rap harder than these dudes be rapping. So I gotta
Yeah,
go
she
MC
did.
Light. Yeah, MC Light was just, and she looked good. She looked good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, MC Light, light as a rock. Okay. Number four is Lauren Hill. And I know
mm,
Lauren Hill sings, but when she gets on that microphone, she lays it down. And on that last track that I heard her with Nas on his album, she still got it. You know what I'm saying? So Lauren Hill is my number four. We're going to take it to Chicago. Number three is the Brat. Okay? Because when I heard the Brat, I thought she was a member of the Dog Pound, man. I was like, yo, she's hard, hard. And I'm like, gotta love it, gotta love it.
Hmm.
Number two, take it to Brooklyn. Got Little Kim. Because Little Kim is basically, she is the queen.
Yeah,
Um,
that's my number one. I
yeah,
know her record.
I mean, everybody had that poster on their wall, you know what I'm saying? So
Everybody, everybody,
everybody, you
everybody.
know, so
Yeah.
Little Kim, my number two. But for my number one, my favorite, and I know Joshua already know, but it's the Lady of Rage.
Rage.
Okay, rockin' rough and tough with them
Yeah,
Afro pop. Because
yeah.
Rage lyrically, she's
She's still a beast
body,
now.
and she
Yeah,
never got her respect because Death Row was breaking up at the time when she dropped her album. But if you
yeah.
listen to her album, she got primo beats.
Well,
She
she back with
yo,
Death Row now, so hopefully she do what she need to
oh,
do now.
yeah, 'cause she got it. Yeah, Snoop getting everybody back together so they can get their money. But Rage, just in a lyrical animal since she came out, just buying people. So I gotta give it up. Number one, Lady of Rage. All right, Josca, what you got? Top five.
Uh, me?
It's on you, man.
Me? Okay.
It's on you.
Hey.
IDY.
Well. Let's see. Foxy Brown. Everybody forgot about Foxy. That was my
You know,
girl.
yeah, Foxy,
Foxy.
man.
Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown
It's
couldn't.
just that little
She
thing with Jay-Z with the pen a little bit. That's the only
and
reason I'm like,
even with that, like even when that Jay Z disappeared, she was still doing her own thing, like, and she was punching the bar. Even when they say she did the last album, I
mhm,
it was okay, but I think because of the hearing, it took off her pivot for the most part. But I always
yeah,
thought Foxy Brown was. She was somebody that came in the game on around the same time Kim came, and there was no women for that
mhm,
era that was punching it. And I'll say Kim, and I say Lil Kim was more raunchy, and
mhm,
Foxy was bringing lyrical assault with some good vibes behind it. So
mhm,
she more storyteller than Lil Kim was. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Um, who else can I put? Bahamadia, Philadelphia. Y'all remember
okay.
Bahamadia?
With the
That
fro, she
was
has
my
the
girl.
fro. Yeah, Bahamadia kicked that knowledge. So yeah, I shout out to Bahamadia. Yep, she has
Yeah,
lyrical skills. Yep.
that's somebody on my list. So how much is that? That's two people.
Two.
Um, Yiggy Yow. You already know. Timberland made all her beats, killed it. Where
oh,
you
Miss
know,
Elliott.
you
I
already
was thinking,
know.
I was thinking about Missy. I was gonna put Missy on there.
Yeah, like for me as an artist, she created so much emotions and music that you
Mhm,
want to do whatever you wanted to do, and as long as you took time to perfect how you sounded with it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Even though she can rap, she used a style of simplicity that made her crazy hot with me.
Well, Missy is a legend, and just the fact that when people say in verses, "Who can battle Busta Rhymes?" you bring up Missy, it just tell you how bad Missy was. You know what I'm saying?
Um, who else? As a female, um, Who
ladies
else
are
was
listening.
somebody I used to love to listen to? Can't remember her friggin' name, man. She used to do mad joints for MOP. She from Philly too. She's still on the radio station. Oh goodness gracious. And reason why I'm not putting anybody else that we all know, not because they rap, meaning they was really all out there high. You know what I'm saying?
But it's your
But I'm talking about
favorite.
somebody that
It's
set
your
trend.
favorite. Yeah.
Yes, that set some people that trend for us, for me as a hip hop artist.
Mhm.
There wasn't really much females, to be honest with you, man. I'm not gonna stun on it. You know what I'm saying? Kim,
I wouldn't say
uh, uh,
I wouldn't say that.
Kim. Yeah, let me talk. Kim, um, Madea, Bomb Madea, Foxy. But really, uh, that's all I could put. I only got three on my list on that. To be honest with you. Not saying the
All
rest of them wasn't nice and we don't remember the song, but people that punched the bar for our age era, yeah.
right. Uh-huh. All right. So if y'all have any comments, like if Queen Latifah is listening right now, if she has, just leave comments underneath the YouTube channel for
Yeah, of
my
course.
man
We gonna have Jersey
YBY.
all day with Queen Latifah, man.
Leave,
Don't get me wrong. You know
leave,
what I mean?
leave comments. This is what we want to hear the comments about. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. All right. So we're gonna do the top 5 diss records of all time. Okay. So
New
we're gonna do
York,
top
New
5 diss
York, big
records.
city of your dreams, but
Oh,
everything
hey,
in New
just
York.
hey. That wasn't meant to be a diss record, okay? It was Corrupt said it. It was to pay homage to New York. When you start getting shot up, hey, it becomes a diss
Not I,
record.
sir.
So,
2000 MCs. Wow.
don't
No,
already. Oh
I
yeah,
think it
yeah.
was. I think it was a proper hip hop battle approach. It wasn't
Yeah,
disrespectful. It was hip hop,
yeah,
and
with
you talking your little
Corrupt
jive, but it
playing
wasn't.
people with the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, listen, I don't even
You
want to
can't
get into
see
it.
me
Vic,
like
don't
me
want to
see
get into
them.
that because
It's
you get
gonna
me.
take a miracle.
You,
I'm leaving them up because hysterical.
oh,
With the stylist mixture. Boy, you couldn't tell,
man,
man. You know,
and
corrupt,
the Coco
corrupt
complexion
banging,
MC
boy.
with the slow flow. Come on, man. The Coco complexion MC with the slow flow. Come on.
And
Corrupt.
he's doing, and he's still killing tracks right now.
Yeah,
The
because I don't
newest
even want
stuff
to
he
talk about
coming
this
out
right
right
now.
now is
Bitches You
crazy hot
Go,
right now.
Bitches You Go. He's getting me hyped up. I'm about to put the album on right now. Vic, your
That should be
turn.
the,
Your top 5 diss records, man. Top 5.
All right,
God, we got me going, man.
my number five is gonna be 50 Cent, the piggy bank. That's what it's called.
Yeah, Piggy Bank when they dissing what the lock, right?
I mean, he's dissing everybody.
Oh
clickety
yeah.
clank. My money goes into my piggy bank.
Number
Yeah,
I'm gonna say, listen. Let me just. I don't think that's a strong diss record. You know what I mean? But that's just me. But this is your top 5.
number four is
I'm gonna give.
gonna be I'm gonna put number four, Jay-Z when he tried this Nas.
The
Number
takeover.
number
Can we
three,
can we talk on that? Can we talk on that though before you move on?
Yeah,
yeah.
talk about it. Talk about
Mm,
it.
the
I just feel
labels was
I
the
So,
labels
cause you're
was
talking.
doing
Well, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
the labels was doing Nas dirty, dog. Because we're
Mhm.
talking about 20 years later, and you heard the diss track that would have destroyed Jay Z, man. When he
Mhm.
did that joint, he came right after Jay Z. Because remember, Nas was by himself going at Jay Z, Memphis Bleak, Philly and them. They were going in. But Edelman and Nas, remember, Nas did it until he went and got his brother in them jungle. But Nas was going in by himself. Yeah, Jay Z did some diss tracks, but everything Jay Z did was bite off of what Nas did already. We
no, I
didn't
mean I
hear
get
it.
it.
Then we go back and hear it, and then we seen that, oh shit, Jay Z heard the man's track, went back and redid the man beat, and used his same flow to diss him. After that, I didn't really respect Jay Z for that shit.
You talking about the takeover? Which song you
When
talking
yeah,
about?
right. Yeah, but remember they had personal issues prior
Well,
to
we
their
know this
fame with each other too.
Nas's Nas's baby moms and stuff
So
like that.
so
Yeah.
the label stopped Nas from pushing those joints that would have destroyed Jay Z's career. Not, I'm
uh,
not saying it would have destroyed it. I believe it would have gave a little bit more retrospect on how you get to see him because he was hiding that he was a biter, not a writer. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So then you go
yeah.
back and hear Nas, you heard, damn man, this nigga took his style, probably heard the man's track, come back and diss him, and so that's why Nas kept saying, nigga, you biting my style.
Well, there's a behind the song of um, what was it? The feud, because they had a rapper on. I don't know if it was Flip the Script podcast. Shout out to Queen's Flip, or it was Matt Hopper. Shout outs to my expert opinion.
Mm.
But they had it was what happened was because this was with was it E Money Bags?
E money bags.
Okay, so with E Money Bags, what it was is it was a conversation, and this is I'm just going off a recollection of the
Money
podcast,
bags
but it
died,
was
right?
yeah. But the thing was, he heard Jay-Z, Myth Bleak, and Myth Bleak's boy on the radio, H Money Bags, and he said, "You can't use that name." Right? So they called E Money Bags, called up the radio station and talked to Jay, talking about, yo, you supposed to be my boy. How you got this guy still taking my name? He's like, what you want me to do about it? This is, the conversation. What you want me to do about it? So then,
So that was his
and
name prior
yeah,
to the industry
okay, but
then.
this is the prior to all of the beef speculations. And then what happened was somehow Jay must have hung up or something like that. Then Mobb Deep, Prodigy called back into the radio station, and Jay was like, I don't want to talk to these little Negroes. You know what I'm
But
saying?
but but, but wait, this is
Okay,
what I'm
so,
trying to say. Jay,
okay, well, let me
see,
just,
this is
but
this
let me just finish
this
this.
is people
Let me just finish this though. Let
misconception
me
about
finish
Jay.
this. But let me just finish this. So Jay was like, I don't even want to talk to Prodigy. Like Prodigy's not even on my level.
Yeah,
So then Jay-Z and Nas talked because H Moneybags was with Nas at the time. I mean, E
yeah,
Moneybags was with Nas.
yeah,
So Nas and Jay-Z, and when they talked, they said, Nas was saying, yeah, I don't really want a problem and stuff like this. And Jay
yeah.
was like, so this is like parts of the song, like Nas don't want it with Hov because of that conversation. Because it's like I got this guy that's named H Moneybags. I'm not making him change his name, and it's
Yeah,
nothing I can really do about it. And that is why the beef came because E Moneybags was pissed off that Jay Z had this guy on a radio station with his name rapping over Queen's beats.
I get it.
So
I
that's
get
my
it.
little,
I get
yeah,
it. I totally get it. But what I'm
yeah.
trying to say is Jay Z, Jay Z career wouldn't have advanced if somebody didn't block Nas. Cause
I
you
don't believe that.
wait, give me a moment. This relationship battle, that battle was based on an old relationship of this, and you're talking
Mhm.
about when Bronx was meeting up with Brooklyn, and Brooklyn and Bronx going on the freestyle with Old Dirty Bastard, Big Daddy Kane, you know what I'm saying? Baby Shaheen. Y'all remember them joints? You talking about real relationships. These niggas have relationships with guns and running up in Queens projects and shit. Nas said, nigga, you was running from niggas, Jay. That
Mhm.
man ain't gonna lie, knowing that you already heard Nas been a Thera cat since we was jits. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So the battle rap didn't come on just to bring imagination. Jay Z played a lot of games. Jay Z go fucking disrespect men's wives and all that goofy shit. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, I mean, Jay did some stuff. And Jay is
Yeah, he's a
egotistical. We
dirty
know that.
Negro. He's
Jay
dirty.
is the type that comes after when you do a song. All of a sudden, he wants to come do the same song, do a remix to the same song he
Say
did a
something.
song to.
Exactly.
Hence, Jadakiss problem. And then you send Beanie Siegel at him. Well,
You see?
we know this. I mean, we know this. But
So,
well, let's get back into the.
so I'm saying from that MC space, I'll give Nas the power move on that. But go ahead.
All right, Vic, go ahead, finish your joint.
So my number three would be Beanie Siegel.
Crazy.
My
What you
number
got?
three
Yes.
would be Beanie Siegel.
Yes. Yes.
My number two would be
When he gets
Jadakiss,
Jadakiss?
and my number
Okay.
one would be Nas. Ether. He
Ether.
killed Jay-Z.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
trying. See.
All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you
let me.
can't beat it. Jay Z, all right. Yeah, Jay Z could go in. Jay Z could be sarcastic, but Nas ain't the man, man. He an MC, bro. Jay Z ain't no
Well,
MC.
it
He's a
is.
writer.
It,
He's not a
yeah.
writer. I'm sorry. I like Jay Z. I like the approach, but he's a writer, not a writer.
All right. So
Plus,
let
they
me
say
do
I
my.
rap like him, like Nas already. So I think that's what made it very unique to see how I see things.
Mhm. All
Uh,
right. So let me hit you with my top five. Okay. So my top five starts with Dre. Dre Day is
Drake.
the first
Oh,
Dre Day.
I'm about to
Okay.
say you like that light skin baby.
Well, when he says, well, listen. Remember
I was
what
just
Drake
cracking the joke. Just
said
cracking
on
the
the
joke. Just
beginning of
cracking the
Back
joke.
to Back. I learned the game from William Wesley. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that part, yo. Yeah, did
Yo,
I call you
I
that
didn't
day?
know
I heard
Drake
that
knew me
shit.
like that. I didn't know Drake knew me like that. But I appreciated Drake. So shout outs to Toronto. But
I said he
seriously,
done
because a
called my
lot of
best
people learned
friend,
the
man.
game from William
He said
Wesley.
he learned the game from William Wesley. I said, oh shit, let me
Oh,
find out.
shit, you didn't know, you
You better
didn't
call
know,
Drake
you
up.
didn't know.
Huh?
He must have been watching from afar, so I appreciate that. Big shout outs. Big shout outs. You know, we
Yes,
gonna have to
yes,
cut
yes.
that. Because you know, we gonna have to cut
Okay.
that. But no, Dre dead. Okay, because when Dre and Snoop got together and started dissing Luke,
Mm-hmm.
that was like an Easy E. It's like that's the first video that I've ever seen somebody dissing another rapper. So it got to be
Yeah,
Dre with
creative.
number five because
But
I
what?
never seen a video like that before. So
But
and it
what?
was
What?
a single. So that was it. So number four is the takeover because when Jay dropped the takeover, he totally wiped out Mobb Deep. That was it for Mobb Deep. When you got them in ballerina suits, Prodigy in a ballerina suit, Summer Jam, that was it. Mobb
No,
Deep
it
no
wasn't.
more. And it
My
made it was. Come
Mob
on,
Deep still was
it
going.
was.
What you mean? And they
Mobb
went
Deep,
harder.
that was it. That was it.
Mob
Okay.
Deep was not over
It,
after that. I don't know what you
it
talk about.
was over after that. And then
How?
you had people thinking Nas should just retire. Okay, after the takeover. I like the fact
But that was
that.
an
I like the
industry
background.
that was an industry move,
I
bro.
don't care
They
what it
was trying to
was.
knock they was
The
that was that
takeover was the takeover that Jay thought that he was going to end everybody's career, and I will be the undisputed king of New York. And for a moment, that's what it did. It was the takeover.
and
That's
he
it.
lost.
Number three, when I heard this coming home, putting my cassette mixtape cassette into the thing. These children don't know about that. My mixtape cassette, okay? And then I put it in there and I press play. You gotta have to press
Oh,
play.
we gotta go to the DJs. Did you have a category for the DJ
Okay?
list?
No, not right now. But we can do that. We can do that. We can put a special mention for
I'm
D.
talking about our
Look,
mixtape, our era mixtape DJs, our clues and all
okay,
that shit.
okay,
You know?
I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
But just listen
yeah, yeah.
though. When I pressed play, I said, he's gonna get killed because of this.
West Coast,
He's going to get killed because of this song.
Tupac.
And this song is Hit 'em Up. When I
See,
heard
I know
Hit
I was
'em
like, you
Up,
ain't gonna go Tupac.
I said, this
Yeah,
is
yeah, he
war.
did. He caused some damage with that one.
They're going to try to kill Tupac over this.
Yeah,
Okay?
he caused some
Hit 'em
damage.
Up is the hardest diss of all times. The hardest diss of
Yeah,
all time.
yeah, it
The
was.
hardest
He
diss of all
of
time.
all times. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just what it is. Okay?
They had to kill him, bro. They had to get him out the
I
game
mean,
because he wasn't gonna
you
stop.
know,
He wasn't gonna
it
stop.
was just when I heard that, and oh, it's number two. And Jay, you mentioned it earlier. New York, New York, big city of dreams. But every day in New York ain't always
I
what
love
it seems.
Hey,
You might
bro.
get food if you come from out of town,
Dodge, yeah,
down by
but
law, or from the dog pound.
yeah.
That's number
So
two. And
Dodge
remember,
was cool,
so,
but corrupt murdered it. I mean, like
so
corrupt murdered it.
I mean,
But he's
slaying
still, but
MCs. It was
he's
the
still
night
Philly
I
though, bro.
served 2,000 MCs.
But he's
Lord,
not West
I
Coast.
got my niece and nephew listening to that song. Like I said,
But he's but that
remember this
corrupt is
song.
but corrupt is still Philly. He ain't West Coast. He just
He is,
happened to be related to
he
somebody.
is,
That's all.
he is California, okay? He's half and half. That's what he is. He's half Philly,
California.
he's half Philly, half Cali. That's just what he is. So you can't deny that. And the only reason that they made it a diss song is because they got shot up when they was in Brooklyn. When Biggie wanted to say, y'all gonna let them shoot this
Yeah.
video up in Brooklyn? For real? And they got shot up. That's when they went back and said, okay, let's start stomping the buildings. And then the famous quote by Jay, it's like New York's been soft ever since Snoop came through and crushed the building.
The building. Yeah, yeah.
It's like New York. I'm just saying New York. Damn,
Yeah, New
that
York
hit
did get
hard.
soft. New York
That,
got
that, that
lyrically
hit
soft
hard.
after that, though.
Damn,
Yeah,
corrupt.
he did say that.
Damn,
Yeah, yeah.
corrupt. That's why you my boy. Okay, the number one song,
Shout out to
Ether.
corrupt.
Ether. Okay, as you said, Jay, when Ether dropped, that was it. Ether, Jay-Z was almost invincible at the time. No one wanted to challenge Jay-Z. No one. Everybody's afraid of Jay-Z. Rockefeller just taking over. Poof, conglomerate. Like I said, after the takeover, it's like that's it. It cleared the way. And no one heard from Nas. But Nas was in the lab formulating. And when he dropped Ether, whoa, that is the
Uh,
number one diss track of all times when he dropped
yeah.
Ether. Ether,
Oh,
Ether was just it was embarrassing. It made you laugh. It made you cry for Jay-Z. It was damn. And
yep,
Jay-Z's my guy.
yep,
But
yep,
Nas, that was it. The beat, the lyrics, what he
yep,
was talking about,
yep.
that was it. So Jay, it's on you. What's your top five diss records?
Who, me?
Yeah, you got
Oh, I thought.
you.
Okay, yeah. Victor just finished, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, it's so much. I like that battle between Beans
And
uh
Jada.
and Jada. Shoot,
Mm-hmm. Which is classic.
Beans went against everybody. I'm not gonna play with that because you had everybody in the lots responding. So Beans was murdering when Beans
Oh,
did that. When D did that
it
100
made
bar
New
joint.
York like this Philly dude is raw.
Yeah, when he
This
did that
Philly dude
100
is
bar
raw.
joint and went in on New York, you couldn't take
Mm-hmm.
that from him. That's what made him the $200 million. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because once he got that, boy, if he was being smart, he would have been okay. But other than that, on the battle tip, niggas wasn't trying to mess with that man. He was eating all the whole New York alive for that moment. So Beans get it on. I give him his first. We're gonna go back. We're gonna deal with Cameron and them. I love Cameron. This Cameron and them funny. So I give
So
Cameron a
everyone this
5
is
on it.
Jay-Z.
No,
Who's
but let me reverse it. What I just said about Beans, I'll put that in a 4. Cameron
yeah.
would be 5.
Cameron
On
diss of Jay-Z. You mean when you say Cameron diss of Jay-Z? Is that the one?
yes, yes.
Okay,
Cameron
okay,
just in Jay Z.
okay. Talking about the man's age, I understand.
Yeah.
As
So I
your,
mean, this.
as your,
So
as
Cam,
your
but
girlfriend talking
Cameron.
about singing crack, I understand that. Yes.
Yeah, and Cameron lyrically slick too. So Cameron, that's why a lot of,
Exactly.
if you
Still on the
notice, Jay
beat.
Z didn't even try to go at Cameron too much because he know Cameron would eat him a lot. Because people
I
fail to
don't know
realize
about
these
that.
guys
I
have
don't know
personal
about that.
relationships. So a lot of the times when somebody going in, them cats is going in from New York.
They
Their
get along,
relationships is dead personal.
but they get along now, but they never got along because Dame, and this is why I love talking about music. They didn't get along because Dame brought Cameron to The Rock, and Jay wasn't like, I want Cameron. No, Dame was like, I'm bringing him to The Rock, and he gave him just as much authority, if not more, than BT on them had, that's what helped humble the relationship. But at the
And you're right.
beginning, in the beginning, Cam and Jay-Z didn't have like a personal issue, but it's just the circumstance of how he joined Rockefeller.
Hmm.
So that, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what that was. So go ahead with the list.
But I was talking about the beef, though. I'm talking about the beef. It wasn't whether it was personal or not.
Hmm.
We're talking about the distant beef.
The
You know what I'm
dis,
saying?
yeah,
So
the distant part, the distant part.
Yeah, Cameron wordplay was stupid.
I
Um,
mean, it's a good diss song.
that's two or three. That's two.
That's four.
I gave you four. And my
No,
number
I was
one,
just
my
saying.
number.
No,
Okay, my
no. You
number.
did number five is Cam. Number four is Beanie Diss against Jadakiss. What's number three? What would be your third diss
Um,
song?
three. Let's see who had a heavy. We had a heavy.
What about LL
Mm.
against Cannabis?
Yes, that's our era. Yes, that was a strong battle.
That
I
was,
would put
yeah,
that in a
'cause
three slot. Two.
that's a good one, Vic. That's a
That
good
was a
one.
good one. That's a
That's a
real
good
good
one.
one.
Uh-huh.
Two. What can I say for the two? Mm. Two. I would say Dr. Dre and Easy E. Oh my gosh, no.
Hmm.
Two would be number Dr. Dre and Easy E.
Okay, so you're just
Yeah.
talking about them going back and forth. Well, is it
The,
Easy
the,
E
the, the,
song, Compton City G's, or are you talking about Dre's song?
both
Dre.
they was banging heads against each other,
Okay, so you can
and they
call
were
it
going in
split.
lyrically because it was personal, so it wasn't just the imagination. But
Yeah,
when they brought the
that's what makes a good
visual,
beat. Mhm.
it made it. Yo, you know what? To not, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it was a place of saying, yo, you could go in and and it was lyrical. And my number
Mhm.
one would be MC Shan, and who else? The bridge
KRS-One, the
over.
bridge
Put
is
it by
over.
by. I said me coming at it dance with the flipper CNC. Down with
But
the
you don't
squad
got,
quad deep BDP. You
and
remember
I
that?
respect that, but you ain't got Ether in the top five.
Huh?
But you ain't got Ether. You put the bridges over.
No, no, I had changed it. I said because I had to
Okay,
go
okay.
back because number one
Okay.
would have
Yeah,
been that because and reason why I
okay, I
say
got
it
you. I
because
got
it's
you.
stuck in my head like years later. You know when MC Shan, you remember MC Shan verse and you remember KRS One verse. Not
What
saying
was
you're not
the,
gonna remember anything from Easy E or Dr. Dre, but for New
mhm,
York times that I'm not West Coast. We grew up where we ain't even seen the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
So when I go back, I would have to remember the KRS One versus
Well, I'll put it, but because what was Shan's? Because Shan came up first talking about New York started in Queens, right?
yeah.
And then KRS responded um the bridge is over.
Hmm.
Was that the song? Because and then Shan came back, and I can't think of the diss song that Shan came back with.
And even on the battles, he still killed Shan.
And then KRS-One came back. So it was a back and forth. It was true back and forth with those two. So I mean, that's classic.
That's what I'm saying.
Classic.
That was a classic. That was a classic. Yeah.
All right.
That's something
So
unforgettable. We were kids and we 40s now, so you got to think about it like that too.
mhm.
So
Yeah, when I was listening to it, I just remember them getting along together with the Sprite commercial when they made up, and everybody was
Hey,
getting
yo,
along.
is it? Didn't MC Shan come out with a song called "The Revenge of the Walking Dead"? This and KRS One, like about 6 years ago.
some
He still keep
if
dissing
he,
him. I don't he still keep dissing him. That's what KRS-One kept saying. Like, listen, he keep dissing me all the time. Every time
So
MC
they
Shan
still
come
dissing
on,
each
like,
other to this day.
no,
no 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 no
MC Shan is
they've been beef for a long
no,
time.
MC Shan is
Uh,
dissing KRS-One, but he don't think he lost the battle. Well, if you saw MC Shan on Drink Champs, shout out to Nori, shout outs to EFN. But yeah, when you see MC Shan on Drink Champ, it's like y'all keep saying KRS One beat me, but I don't know about that. And that's where all the tension and keeps coming on. KRS One was just like, whatever, you want to battle again, we can do it right now. But I don't even think about it. But MC Shan still has that. I don't think he beat me the first battle. You know what I'm saying? So they still had that little grudge with one another. So it is what it is.
Can you